My name is Rhapsody, and welcome back to Monster Train 2. Banished Pyreborn? Wasn't that just what we were playing? I mean, it's a different combination of them, to be sure. Primary clan is Talos, leading our Banish, so we have the ability of flight. We'll be moving between floors. And then we've also got all of those bloated whelps and inspires in the base deck. Wing Spirit allows us to full heal our front friendly units on all floors to full health once per battle. Just compared to a lot of other Pyre hard powers, that does seem really underwhelming. Seraphiternus Chosen Dominion is going to be applying corruption and doubling it. Cleave deals damage to the front, deals damage to the enemy units equal to the damage of your front friendly unit. 2 copies of lava armor in the base deck, and a Steadfast Crusader, helping us do a little bit of shift nonsense. Let's check out the artifact. Attuned Whetstone or Split Anvil. How do we want to be creating our weapons? Do we want to create a weapon or maintain the weapon? The Cleaves would lower the cost of all of the Inspires in the deck, which is okay, but also... Oh no, Attuned Whetstone's just going to draw lava armor at the moment. You know what? Give me the Split Anvil. I usually wouldn't make that choice there. I'm doing it. Battle Cleric. On Resolve, apply Valor 2 to friendly units. I really want that to be it, but how do I turn down Enchantress? On Celebrate, so when a boss dies, apply +2 damage and +6 health to friendly units on all floors permanently. So we want to keep all of our units alive as long as possible. I mean, realistically, this isn't that bad because we're not really good at getting damage, which is obviously a problem, but we are pretty good at getting Valor on units and then lava armor, so I think we should be able to deal with a lot of bosses on the bottom floor. Am I wrong about that, maybe? I feel like maybe I'm wrong about that. I feel like maybe I end up taking Enchantress and I only get to buff like a couple of bloated whelps on the top floor, and I'm like, ugh, that hurts. What do we have in our future? Merchant Arms, Pyromanes, Merchant of Steel Banished. It seems very likely we're doing Merchant of Steel Banished, Merchant of Magic, Pyreborn. It's just this Resolve Valor application is really slow. It's not still going to be that relevant near endgame. Give me Enchantress, we'll figure it out. How do we want to do this? It seems pretty ideal that Talos would be on the kill floor on a second floor. So we could have like a Shield Steward Steadfast Crusader, Talos flies up to that floor. Okay. And then we can put a Shield Steward and Spear Steward on the top line, and then we can just throw a bunch of the Whelps on the bottom line. That buffs a decent amount of units, presuming we manage to clear on this floor. That's going to be lava armor on Steadfast Crusader at the very front line, hoping to help us clear this floor with the boss. Tell us you are a backline unit. Is it better I let you attack this turn or fly you up? So next turn we'll be dealing 30 straight up with the Steadfast Crusader. We're not gonna be shredding you, I don't think. Yeah, no, so I guess I'll let Talos attack on this floor then. Seems strange, but considering she's going to be my the backline unit, should be okay. So I think I want to cleave on this line. Gives me the Inspire for free. Lava Armor goes on Steadfast Crusader before it even goes forward here, so its Slam now does enough damage to take the Fallen Champion apart. I suspect it will probably leak like 8 damage to the top here. I'm prepared for that. I don't know how this math is going to work out. I'm scared. Okay. It's working out pretty well so far. I'm going to use the Cleave. Double Inspire. Wing Spirit for the heal. Steadfast Crusader charges. Ugh. Sadly, it looks like we're just short of being able to keep the Steadfast Crusader alive in this fight. Oh well. We still get the buff on the Shield Steward, and Spear Steward. Realistically, the Steadfast Crusader is the one who wants it the most, though. I'm going to try one slightly different order there, because I could do a little more damage with that Cleave. That is... Inspire first. Talos goes to the front line. Then Cleave. Then Inspire. Then Steadfast Crusader hits the front. Wow, and this one's even worse. Oh, no, and then Wing Spirit. Damn. Damn, damn, damn! How close is it? Oh, literally it was 3 health off. 3 more health on my guy. Challenge an enemy, advance them, apply melee weakness. I'll beat Warbler with the ability to apply quick, or Penitent Bloodsuit. I will say, like, in a world where I'm going to be trying to be celebrating, I'm probably going to go capacity. I probably want more units. I can probably find a place for an upbeat Warbler. Snotty Welt feels a little harder. It's pretty good against the boss, though, setting up that first 12 Pyogel. I think maybe I need Pyreball. I'm going to start needing to get some 2-cost spells and 3-cost spells for the Split Anvil to really be giving us that much return. Definitely Merchant of Steel first here. Smidgestone, Speedstone. Interesting stuff. What do we got here, though? Avenger, Demonic Fledgling. I mean, mini stones are certainly impactful. I could definitely see an Avenger. I want to give it a mini stone specifically because I want to give it a large stone later. We'll give just straight up plus 20 health to the Steadfast Crusader. Quicken plus 10 to a unit. And a Strength Stone. I mean, I kind of do want to be using my Stewards, but I'm going to need Stewards' Quarters to really make that effective. No, you're wrong about that, Raps. I'm going to hit this Spear Steward with quick and 40 damage. It's just a beast of a unit right now. That's a Animus of speed without the ability, so significantly worse. But look, it's in the base deck, so yeah. Enemy unit ends with Titan Skin 1. Unfortunately, that turns our whelps into whelps. So not thrilled about that for them. Okay, we'll have a much better time with... Oh, I do want to set up as low as possible on this one because the supplicants. But I also want to set up a Spear Steward on the bottom line, ideally. I don't think making everyone on that line quick is that important to me. God. I really do want to fly Talos down sooner rather than later, though. For all of the inspiring. There we go. Spear Steward goes down. Talos joins them. I'm feeling like a strong cleave works here. Takes out pretty much the entire bottom line, frankly. I could also have the Steadfast Crusader go to the front, but like the Avenger also does need to go to the front at some point. Guess I'm looking for the second cleave this turn, ideally. I don't find it, unfortunately. But 2 bloated whelps on the top line can take out the targets, hell yeah. First off, Winged Spirit for the front line full heals. Oh god, they're killing the Spear Steward immediately. Rude. Fireball takes out the boss. Oh, sorry, takes out the back and deals some damage to the boss. We can inspire... I mean, Steadfast Crusader, realistically, probably is doing better right now. But I will charge it and see if we get a difference here, because I really do want to keep the Spear Steward alive if possible. No, I can't keep that Spear Steward alive, unfortunately. Oh well. Everlasting Light's an incredible card. Ooh, Heroic Dive would really help us overstack a bottom line. I like that a lot. Descend and advance a friendly unit. Deal damage to the front enemy unit equal to 2 times this unit's health and armor. That said, it is also hard to ignore that if I'm overstacking floors, Everlasting Light is also a ridiculous piece of equipment. Oh, I haven't even gone to the Merchant of Arms yet. My spells are okay at best. Okay, I'm taking the Everlasting Light. We're going to the Merchant of Arms. Flicker, Lava Flow, Snotty Whelp. Look, I could take the Snotty Whelp. I don't want to, though. Yeah, but what if later I'm thinking, damn, I wish I had a Snotty Whelp. Also, I'm being offered no Dragon Sword. Please, game, give me the Horde. Intriguing stuff here. Blind Cage. Reduce a cooldown by 1. So that's the ability for the Steadfast Crusader to slam all day, every day. It's also the Blood-Soaked Arena. Friendly units gain Valor 6 on Slay. Pretty good whenever it triggers. Okay, I really want Mind Cage, and I really want to merge the Mind Cage with a Lava Armor. That'd be a great piece of equipment. Just throw on a Steadfast Crusader, just keep slamming. I think Boiler Room is a lot of energy. I can get the merge as well as Boiler Room, or I can get Blood-Soaked Arena. I can't get both. Alternatively, I could get the merge, and then I could even put one of them in my opening hand, and I don't even think it'd be the Mind Cage Lava Armor. I think it'd be the Everlasting Light. I like that a lot more, yeah. Lava Armor merges Mind Cage, and then Everlasting Light becomes deployable. Take some additional health and head into the event for a rare. I'm leaning Lazarus League. Rare Lazarus League pick. Ooh. I mean, Mix-a-Lot is a very expensive spell that just does a bunch of stuff. I think a very expensive spell that just does a bunch of stuff is great in a deck like this. There's also Combustion Suit, though, which is 1 Ember for an equipment that gives 10/10 to a unit, and on strike apply Unstable 5 to enemy units, allowing us to have some more AoE clear than we currently have access to, which is very, very appealing. Oh no, I feel like I may have just convinced myself that I have to take the Combustion Suit. Quick, I better click the Mix-a-Lot before I realize that. Archeon gains Rage 4. Only on Cypher, that's okay. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. So Talos really wants to overstack the bottom line on the first turn, because I want to give her the Everlasting Light if possible. Yeah, because both of you want to wear some health adjusting equipment instead. Okay. I'll have to put a smaller Spear Steward down there, but it works. Then Talos go down. The enemies just have to blank a floor for a turn? Hell yeah. So that Spear Steward's going to go on the top line. I'm going to get a Bloated Whelp ready to chump for it on a future turn. And I don't want too many units dying on this floor, so this is actually perfect for me. Can't give too much rage to that Archeon, you see. Cleave clears for Inspire on the bottom line. I'm also going to use a Bloated Whelp on this line. To clear both of the enemies. Hell yeah. I mean, I do want to play that Shield Steward so that it actually gets buffed, but we got a little bit of time left. Get a Bloated Whelp sacked on that floor. I'm going to have to use Winged Spirit now, then Steadfast Crusader forward. So, Steadfast Crusader's our frontliner on the bottom line. We're keeping the Snotty Whelp alive. Is it possible for me to just leave some units past this line, or do I always go pretty aggressive on the bottom line? Yeah, I always end up killing at least 2 units down here, unfortunately. But a third unit is still 8 more damage on Archeon for each strike for a while. 8, 6, etc. I guess I don't really get any benefit out of killing him. Except for saving HP. Okay. Well, we're gonna win on the bottom line. Unfortunately, the only units we are gonna buff are gonna be whelps and stewards again. I need to win much more convincingly. Totem Lost Path. It's the ability to fly to a floor, which gives us the ability to send anyone anywhere for an additional overstack. Sanctuary's also pretty good, but Tome of the Lost Path is where I'm going first. I'd love Greed Dragon to be relevant. Sword Maiden, Summon, draw an equipment card from your deck, Artificer, gain Valor 8. I mean, realistically, she's really good if I'm playing a bunch of equipment cards very quickly at the start of the fight. I have one that's deployable. You know what? I'll take her. I was going to talk my way out of it. I'm going to go Capacity because I do really care about more overstack. I want to say that, but I also really need the energy right now. God, no, I'm going Energy. I'm going Energy and then probably Capacity for the second one, which is heartbreaking, but it's true. And Merchant of Trinkets, where I won't even be able to afford all of the trinkets. No siree. Give me Large Stone. Ooh. I mean, yes, I do want to give Multi-Strike to someone. Swords Maiden, you'll do some decent damage with it. I will give that to you. I wonder if I should also just throw a plus. Because I want to hit them with, like, Dualism or something else later, but how many more Merchants of Steel am I really going to go to? There's 3 in the end game. Okay, there's a lot of opportunities to get better ones in the end game. There's also the opportunity here to go for an Endless Whelp, maybe an Endless Snotty Whelp. I'm going to take that upgrade, but I'm not necessarily going to be playing you consistently for the Endless effect. It's just, this will give me the ability if I need it at some point in the future, especially because there's a lot of artifacts that might come up in the future, we'll see, that literally just say when you summon a Whelp X, when you use a Whelp X, etc. And damage on Spear Steward and Valor on a Shield Steward. Interesting. I mean, I like Stoic Plate Mail here just because I am running Shield Stewards for value, so I can easily protect them. Do I have a room right now? No, I actually avoided the room. Okay, so Sacrificial Chamber, we're about as late as I would be comfortable taking that. Obviously, I love Hall of Mirrors. Could theoretically have a Hall of Mirrors down before Talos, giving me a second Talos to celebrate and permanently buff everyone, which, now that I'm saying it out loud, seems like what I want to do. The only problem is that then has to become deployable, so Merchant of Arms, next area, that's sold. Done it. Let's do it. Let's done it. Do it. To it. Start a battle, enemy units appear in floor. Okay, so the corruption from these is going to be the worst part. I'm not especially good at dealing with that. I do really need this money, though. How willing am I to take 27 damage to my pyre for 150? I suspect the answer might be evident at this point. Oh, I didn't even think about it, but giving multi-strike to the Swords Maiden now gives me a better target for the Disarming Light. Everlasting Light, sorry. So this is Avenger. Steadfast, Swords Maiden. Talos fly down to bottom line. Fireball clears one line. And then Snotty Whelp, Loaded Whelp can clear one more unit. So I only take 9 damage for this. That's fine. I'll only play one of these Bloated Whelps. Hell yeah. We even get to clear the line with him. Oh, Winged Spirit is going to come in such clutch at some point. Oh my gosh. That's the Tome of the Lost Path. I'm going to fly the better Spear Steward down here just to help us out. Give additional equipment to the Steadfast Crusader. Valor buff the entire floor. Then midline... Sure, I'll sacrifice one of the Bloated Whelps. Just take out both enemies. Perfect. Just a legitimately great opportunity for me to fill other floors with stewards and stuff. And if the angel is not dying, I don't need to do anything because I need to hit Winged Spirits now. Hey, there we go. Just this one time, everybody lives. Avenger on the bottom line, Steadfast Crusader, Swords Maiden, Talos, Spear Steward, a Snotty Whelp, Bloated Whelp, Uppy Warbler, and another Shield Steward, Spear Steward on the top line. All of them survive. We even burn out an Ember and then take out the boss. Damn, he literally survived on 1 health. Ooh, Hunk Shredder, Enchant, Grant Trample. Yeah, Trample good. Demonize is also really, really, really good. But I'm going to take the Punk Shredder first. Health bonus when you gain Spire Gel. No. Payoff for all of our Dragon Horde we don't have. No. Soldier of Fortune. Draw a unit. If you have 30 gold, spend it to give it 30 additional damage, Avarice 15, and Armor 15. Given that I care about my stewards in this deck, that's pretty good for me. speaking of what I care about in this... Oh! Speaking of what I care about in this deck. That's some hits. First off, Shield of Wing, Revenge, deal damage to the attacker equal to this unit's health. We are going to merge that with a Lava Armor. We've also got a Zone of Silence, which enables me to silence the enemy units on the bottom line, which I think that's going to be my room, so I don't have to deal with any annoying nonsense. And I play Hall of Mirrors on a different floor. The Vortex honestly should just be removing Bloated Whelps at this point. Yeah. The two least buffed of the Bloated Whelps. Steward's Quarters. So Steward's Quarters top floor, Hall of Mirrors mid floor, which dupes Talos to go down to the bottom floor, which has the Zone of Silence. -1 energy per turn certainly sucks, but we're also going to be fine with it, especially because we have the Hell's Flame. Without the Hell's Flame, this would be causing problems. This guy's gonna be a problem. Can't really do anything about him. So no one really wants to be flying out of these. They're on the right floors at the moment. Okay, Spear Shield on top line is going to work out well. I really need to... get another unit. Like, the Steadfast Crusader. I need to get the Steadfast Crusader on that bottom line as soon as possible. I'm not going to be able to do anything about that Collector, deeply sadly. It's going to have to be Punk Shredder that I throw on that floor at the moment. Woof. I'll give it one more chance next turn to overstack. Soldier of Fortune. Got me a bloated whelp. Oh, hell yeah. I guess we do get double Steadfast Crusader on this floor. I didn't even think about that. That helps me do some damage. Bottom line's now getting Valor on a bunch of targets, so things should be getting easier down there. I mean, this one's just mix a lot. Unstable 20, deal 4 damage. Single Inspire gets the top line to do most of the damage it needs. Gotta Inspire the bottom line as well, and realistically, guess we'll just set up the Harper's Protector to explode on the next floor. First things first, Winged Spirit for all of the health back that we need. Okay, so Avenger is going to be the only one dying here so far. Leave and Inspire is not enough to keep the Avenger alive. I imagine no repositioning of Talos is going to change that. That's okay. I can get a Snotty Whelp on the top line to also get a buff here, so that's nice. Time to give every unit plus 8 damage and plus 20 health. Yay! Now that's a celebration. Heroic Dive, descend and advance a friendly unit, deal damage to the front end of unit equal to 2 times this unit's health and armor. Yes. God, maybe I don't even need capacity. Maybe I do just have enough descend tech that it's fine. Dragon's Breath, very expensive spell. Apply Bigel 10 and deal 10 damage to enemy units. Great for damage, that card. Merchant of Steel. There are so many upgrades I still want from Merchant of Steel. Dualism on the Sword Maiden would be incredible. Extra health on the Steadfast Crusader would be lovely. Quick or multi-strike on the Spear Steward. Anything related to health? Anything related to health. Especially mini stones as well on both of you. Speaking of mini stones, we already have a mini stone on the Avenger. You would love a large stone. Yeah, I can't not do that. So if I buy quick and then re-roll, we will have spent 160? 160. Which leaves me with not enough to buy anything super important. I'm going to take the Heartstone for Steadfast Crusader. Great hit. And then I'm just going to reroll. Multi-Strike or Titanite. I suspect I get a lot more leverage out of Titanite on the Avenger. Valor 8. That can easily just go on another Steward. Avarice 3. Realistically, this shouldn't go on anyone at this point. Equipment a room card. Iron Tongue's interesting because it does give me sweep. Sweep at quick speed as well, if I do it right. Yeah, I think that's currently my default deployment. Oh my god, we got the best Spear Steward on the bottom floor, turn 1. Hell yeah. Soldier of Fortune still draws a card, by the way. It just doesn't modify it if I don't have the money. I'm gonna send both Taloses down because we're already doing multi-strike with Give Valor to friendly units on the floor, so it's really good damage. Also think I'm probably best served by trying to make sure this floor dies by getting the Avenger to descend. Then there's double this snotty whelp on the floor. Fire gel, tire gel. Double bloated whelp. I don't have to explode those right now. So my spear steward... Oh my god, yes. My spear steward attacks at quick speed. There you go. You're now sweeping 30 damage at quick speed. I'll also set you up with 30 damage. How about that? Get a single punk shredder up there and that'll be fine. You can even throw a blood whelp up there. I can't do anything with this Stepbox Crusader at the moment though. Maybe I just don't buff any of my... Okay. Okay. I'm actively going to choose not to buff any of my shield stewards at this point. Because I only have space for another spear steward on the top line. The enemy killed my endless Gelly Sneezer. Which I can just immediately resummon. And will. Just ready to go next turn. Goliath Infusion. Apply Rage 8, Lifesteal 1, and Damage Shield 2. Not bad for the Avenger, it full heals them, but they also don't need it, because I can full heal you with Winged Spirit at any time. I guess I'll just keep it in hand. My goal here, I guess, ultimately is to rock up to the final fight just way too buff for the enemy to do anything to any of my minions, no matter what. Snarty whelp, snarty whelp, snarty whelp. Give him a bunch of Pyre Gel. Terminal Lost Path, which I'll play after Cleave. I added an ability to a unit that already had an ability, and I overrode its ability. Yeah, I don't need to move you from the top floor. I was just thinking about it. I was just thinking about it for a second, you know? What, I can't think about it? Let's get the Punk Shredder down there. Yeah, Trample's pretty stupid damage. And heck, I think we can probably get away with just burning out the calcified ember without having to focus on anything else. There's that better spear suit on the top line. Burn another calcified ember. Okay, I just figured out the best piece of equipment. So it's... We get dualism on Swords Maiden. So she gets 16 Valor from every Artificer trigger. And then she becomes my, like, frontline for a floor. She's got Multi-Strike. I merge a Iron Tongue, so she has sweet damage, and Everlasting Light. Because she has dualism, every time she strikes an enemy, which she'll do in sweet, she'll give +4 Valor to all friendly units on the floor. So she doesn't scale her damage especially well, but she just bops enemies. Obviously, if I could get Quick involved there as well, maybe courtesy of having the Upbeat Warbler on the floor, that'd be really good. Anyhow, all of that said, fight's over. Fight's very over. The fight is extremely... I haven't even clicked the Winged Spirit button. I'm going to click that button, and then I'm even going to give you damage shield. Like, the fight is over. Give me all my health. You can't do that. Smelted treasure. Spend 50 gold. Apply 50 armor to a friendly unit. Not great in a world where you're also using Valor, because Valor is a stack of armor that restores up to a certain point. So if you do this over the top of that, you kind of miss out on all the value of just regenerating that armor. Wings Radiance. Advance. Apply 1x melee weakness. Obviously pretty incredible. Devilish Details, consume, gain 3 Dragon Horde. I want that for the Dragon Horde, but obviously I'll take one of the Ungilded cards. And it should be Winged Radiance here. So I said I was going to go Capacity. I do think additional energy on the first turn is really, really impactful for us. Because it's the faster that I can set up Sword Maiden and Steadfast Crusader and the equipment on them and the Avenger. Like, the faster that core combo is down on the bottom floor, the far better off we are. I do think that requires me maybe going for a second Hell's Flame here. It's probably the option I want to do the least. I do think Capacity would be good in that it would give me the ability to run many more units on the Steward's Quarters floor. With that, you end up with 8 capacity on that floor, which means you can run a Shield Steward, and a Spear Steward easily. No, I am going to need capacity. I just have to figure out some way to get additional deployment ember. It's Merchant of Steel. It's Merchant of Steel. It's got to be Merchant of Steel. Intrinsic deployment's really good, giving us the ability to get a Tome of the Lost Path on the bottom, on a Flight Maiden, fly the Flight Maiden down to the bottom floor, things like that. But there's so many things. I'd even accept, at this point, accept another multi-strike for Sword Maiden. Of course, Quick is the ideal there right now. Quick or to Dualism, mind. Upgrade the champion. Now we're going to give +10, +20 to all units on all floors permanently. That's great. Do I do it? It's what I've been asking for. Yep. I think oh god, I can either buy Strength Stone, Heartstone, or just Titanite. I think I should probably go both. Actually, no, I don't believe that. It's Titanite on Shield Steward. Take some health, Unstable Vortex. Now wants to remove cold cards. That's going to be 2 more Bloated Whelps from the deck, I have to imagine. Which is also still good. Again, the first cycle, drawing to our additional units that we can't play in deployment because we just don't have enough deployable Ember, is incredibly important for us. 150 health restored on enemy units when they move up a floor. That's pretty bad. Do I think I deal enough damage to manage that? Because there's literally going to be like a 500 health unit on turn 2. The honest answer is I don't think we do. I'm pretty sad about it, but... that's just where we're at there, unfortunately, I think. That merged equipment would be great on Avenger. It's just too expensive to play it and Avenger. First things first, I'm going to Soldier of Fortune, drawing a unit. Okay. Add additional energy. Those units can be dealt with on the next floor, because they're not really healing that much. So I don't have to fly Talos and Talos down now. This didn't become better, unfortunately. I think I have to fly both. Talos is down now. Even that's not going to get us to meet the damage threshold. Inspire and Cleave don't even get us there. God, maybe it's just cleave, fireball directly at the boss, throw both of you on the bottom floor, and then inspire just enough to get him. Next line can manage with the quick spear steward. Ooh, advance, apply 1x melee weakness. Perfect. Decreases the cost of all of my other cards and kills the 500 health unit. Also allows me to play Big Dragon, top floor. Deformed Duo is unfortunately going to get a strike in against Spear Steward. I can't really stop that though. I think I should play the Iron Tongue. I have dualism on Sword Maiden, but unfortunately if I give you the Iron Tongue, you then no longer have the... No, I don't have dualism on you. Right. What did I do with you? No, I have dualism on you. What's happening here? Excuse me? Excuse me? Game? Swords Maiden. Wearing Everlasting Light. On strike. Apply 2 valor to friendly units. You have dualism. Why is your equipment not... We'll see. At the end of this turn, we should gain... 8 valor on all friendly units on the bottom line, so we should get up to 26 on the Taloses. If that doesn't happen, then we know that's not functioning correctly. Okay, we got that valor. So no, it's just not showing that it's doing it, but it is still doing it. Ooh. Oh, this is huge turn. Steadfast Crusader on the mid line. We'll charge with them twice, killing this floor. Then I'll heroic dive one of you to the bottom floor. Perfect. Get a Warbler on the top line, and then double up on Snotty Whelps for the mid. Why not? This floor is already killing the mids, so I'll wait until the Avowed Gladiators from the next floor come up to hit them with all the additional lights. Perfect. Top floor set up now as well. We might even have an opportunity to kill the Avowed Gladiator. We don't even need to. We're gonna get so many buffs. Mix-a-lot. Unfortunately, I can't keep the cardless version of Steadfast Crusader alive. Thankfully, the cardful version of it's on the next floor. Healthy, happy, and just waiting for the end of the round. Oh, baby. This deck to me feels so weak because I'm just not looking at the numbers on my characters. I'm just looking at the effects, and I'm like, well, how is this even happening? It turns out the numbers matter. We can get plus 20 damage, plus 40 health on every one of our units here. That's a lot of power. Liquid Courage applies damage heal 1 and Valor 4. Not half bad. I will say probably another Everlasting Light is a better pick. It's just a good card. Just a really good, really good card when you're overstacking a floor like that. Stuck Up Whelp, expensive taste. Give Avarice 2 to friendly units. It literally can't be relevant for the rest of the fight, unfortunately. Make It Rain and Greed. I'll skip those. Oh, gosh, I wish I had another 400 gold right now. Oof. So, Merchant of Arms. If I went to there, I could try and merge the Everlasting Steel and the Iron Tongue, Everlasting Light, rather, and the Iron Tongue. The only problem is the deployment would be exceptionally slow. And also, it doesn't even have a quick speed, so it's not even that great, unfortunately. I don't think minion upgrades are really what I need right now. So I will still be going to the Merchant of Arms. On Ancient Pyostone. Woof. Manifold Mirror, the first room card, Blade each battle is applied to all floors. How badly do I want all of my floors to have a Steward's Quarter? I could give Hall of Mirrors to all of my floors. And then I get to what? Double play a... So it would be 5 capacity on every floor, so that means I can double play Swords Maiden on the bottom line and double play the Avenger, and then double play a Talos on the mid line, and then send 2 Taloses down to the bottom line with the double Swords Maiden. This is actually seeming a lot better. This is actually seeming a lot better, because then I just replace the room afterwards. Why not? In terms of duping a card? I think maybe another copy of Tome of the Lost Path would be really helpful. Now that this is what we're doing. No, I don't think Boiler Room is it for us. So yeah, it's definitely remove a card. Goodbye, Final Bloated Whelp. I'd love to play those final 2 Calcified Embers in this final fight as well, if possible. I don't have any Daze or Stagger or any of those kinds of things for the boss, which is probably the most concerning part of this right now. Oh my god, that Zone of Silence turn 1. That's literally the best pickup for us. I do want the enemy fighting empty floors wherever possible. Because he's giving corruption to everyone. I could either play my Steadfast Crusader this turn, or I could get rid of Calcified Ember. Damn, Upbeat Wobbler has 4292 as its stat line. What the hell? I want to fish for Mix-a-Lot, but I should. Sap, Rooted 2, and Melee Weakness 2. I can't say I'm thrilled. That Melee Weakness at least sets up the ability for us to kill the bottom line entirely. I'm gonna leave the cardless one in front. Charge you 2 times this turn, though. Get a lot of value out of dropping merged equipment on the Avenger right now. I can't ignore that for the Calcified Ember as much as I desperately want to. Dragon's Breath sets up the ability to use everything else. I'm gonna take... I'm gonna take the Spear Steward from top floor and throw them on bottom floor so that I can play the additional Spear Steward on that top floor. And yes, we're short of being able to heroic dive at this point, of course. I want to just hit Giant Wings Radius on Seraph this turn, but it's not really relevant to them. Guess I may as well, though. Yep. Everyone on every floor survives. We'll hit Wing Spirit just for fun. And mix a lot. Madman Infusion, regen spikes and reanimate. Sure. A couple more inspires as well. I'm ready to give 20 damage and 40 health to every unit again. Are you? Having the absolute weakest unit in my deck being what? A Punk Shredder with 38 damage and 82 health? And no upgrades. Pretty good, pretty good. A tuned Whetstone would have done so much better for us in the long run. I know, I know. Alas. I couldn't have known what I was about to find. I couldn't have known I was going to find a Swords Maiden and build around it, basically. I'm going to fly both Taloses down. Giant Wing Spirit doesn't really accomplish anything this turn. Mix-a-Lot for unstable 10 and 12 damage. Also doesn't accomplish anything this turn, so I'll just be holding that. Thank you. We'll figure out what to do with that one later. Fortunately, getting a lot of corruption already on our frontliner here. Nice. Leave the enemies. And then I have space on the mid line to summon the Snotty Whelp. All's well. I think we might be able to get enough Valor on the... on the Avenger. We don't really have to worry too much. Oh yeah, certainly looks like it. Only losing 11 health this... 17 health this turn. Then the Pyolite. Savagery's almost dead. Entropy will follow quite quickly. Its Dominion's going to be far and away the worst enemy here, so I've got to make sure to play all my Pyolites, get big and strong. You know I totally don't need to, but I really do want to get that Calcified Ember out of the deck, just so I don't have it. Just because the game's over doesn't mean I don't want the deck still to be thinner. Very unfortunately here. The only thing I can really do against that enemy to have any effect is give them melee weakness, which I drew way too early in this cycle, and I'm going to draw way too late to make part of the next cycle, unfortunately. There we go. Second Everlasting Light. Also one of our most important cards. Also drawn near the very, very end. Oh, if only I could fly Talos up to the top floor and defend it personally. There's the other Calcified Ember, giving us our cleared deck. Hell yeah. And now I will execute you. Just look at that stat line. Also, by the way, triggers again right now? Do I still get the permanent buff after that? I'll have to check the end screen to see. Wings Radiance gets gilded. We increase our win streak for both characters. Oh, sorry, for both parts of the win streak. Banished, as we've been doing. What is your remaining card now that you only have one? Left unmastered. Death's Dancer? Really? I must have done that in the Dimensional Portal, because I remember abusing the ever-loving hell out of that for a really good run. We're 11 cards away from having mastered all of them. We're 100 Titan combinations away from completing everything at C10. This series has legs. Let's check a little how thick the legs of our Talos got. 100, 214. All it takes is the help of a little deployable Hall of Mirrors for us to get, just frankly, dumb statistics on pretty much everyone who holds statistics. And not necessarily all of the shield stewards, mind. Sword Maiden got ridiculous. Also, Steadfast Crusader, because I gave you 2 Heartstones, and by the end of the game, that is just 1 round ending with you on board. Especially important because your slam damage scales to your health, so giving you ridiculous health gives you ridiculous damage as well. Good fun. Let's head back to the outpost and Tell you that my name's been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Monster Train 2. Top left is a series playlist for all my content on the game past, present, and future. YouTube recommendations are down below. Streaming pass are the names of the people so generously supporting the Republic on patreon.com/RhapsodyPlays. And a brother thank you and a special thanks this episode to Jazzy. Hopefully you'll be enjoying yourselves and hopefully see you all next time.